I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 8, read. Come on, boy. You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Colts.
Ready? 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Here we go. Watch twins. Hey, wahoo! 41's the mark. Check, 41. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
Well, we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Tight end right.
Throwing on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Watson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Set, ready? 60 or. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Check, check, check. 3. 218, chop it. Deep river.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Kill. 80 weapons. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, box drop.
They're going to look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Timmy Jernigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The sack by Robert Quinn. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
2nd and 15. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vic Beasley, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Orbit.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Who that? Who that? Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Hey.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down, Colts.
On the ready.
41's the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha. Snap.
Back to throw here. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Got it.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Hey, I can reach trash. Let's go.
Get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Bravo. Mike, 55. Check.
2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First
Down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 5.
Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 35.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Tighten up.
Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check. Hot route. Hot. Let's go.
Back to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on third, Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on foot. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Set. 60 or 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And down he'll go at the 25.
The first down pass. Complete to Naheem Hines. A 12-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
30 Greystone. Travel. Hey, Zoo.
Second and 3. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side and out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. 20. There he goes left side. And this will be a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. It's our field. It's our field. Ready?
And he's got room. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
42, Colts 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking that time for Stills, and it'll bring up third down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Mike 50. 154. And bring it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. I got one.
Here's 2nd and 8. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Check Mike 50.
Let's go, D.
On first down, here's Breida. A nice little juke. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
You're set. 19. 50, Mike, 50. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Hey, Charles, go. Check 24.
Hey. 50. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida.
It's right.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 4. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I want that.
Yep.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike 39. Get it.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the pass.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, orbit. Check right. Watch it, you five. Hey. Yo, go. 55, Mike. Beat them.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
61, match box, right. 55, right there in the middle, 55.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
They let you play.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now it's Breida, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Out, 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 out.
They run with Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Justin Houston on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. The first down carry here for Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may beat up with this team again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Rebound, 132 fighter.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, Add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.